Couple inches of rain today. It's just good steady rain, keeping everything filled up. Okay, it's going to run right toward the house. That's not the way it ought to work, but that's okay. Well, today, it's kind of early in the morning here. I've got a paint run right there. See it coming down? I just reach around and get that with a razor blade. I got some tile in. This is I use this stuff or whatever I can get. This is that right there. I have a suggestion. A, don't let it get on your floor. B, let it dry for about 2 days or 3 days. If you ever seen Project Farm, you'll see sometimes he'll do something. You'll sit for 3 days and it won't be done in the middle. Spread it thin, thick is bad. And all that other stuff. And I'm just using screws to hold it up. I already did that one a couple of days ago. And I am cutting 45s in them. Today I'm going to put some around that outlet right there. And I'm trying to purdy that up a little bit. And so that's been there for a while. So then we're going to go back here. We're going to do this one. And you might have noticed on the other one I didn't do the very top. I didn't, because there's going to be a blind right there. So we'll see what it looks like. And if it don't look good, I'll put some tile up there. There's where I bumped the ceiling. See that little thing? I bumped it with the window when I was putting it in. Reminds me of Mick putting heads in the Pontiac. He bumped the side of the fender. I love it. It reminds me of Mick putting a head on 389 in the bottom. So I got to do that outlet too. I'm just going to cut up some tile and put it around there. And we're going to put this shelf up there today to hold my fan. We'll demonstrate that. And so I got plenty of tile, more than I needed, because I thought I was going to go around the top. Well, let's make some coffee. And smells good. And let's try to clean up a little bit. Axle work. Axel Foley. Who's Axel Foley? Well, that's some kind of rock singer. Mick always brings him up. I might just ask Siri. It's much cooler outside than inside. So let's turn the air conditioning off. Or up. Okay, and open a transom window. And while we're up there, we'll clean that little streak of paint off with this little razor right here. Oh, I found out who Axel Foley was. I looked him up. It's a character in a movie called Beverly Hills Cop. Whatever that is. And Eddie somebody. I thought Eddie was the Meatloaf character in Rocky Horror Picture Show or something. I don't know. Maybe I missed that somehow. I don't know. So here's our streak. I can't reach that with the window. Now you can't hardly see it, but you can see the shadow of my hand. So anyway, all right. So now we're just scrape that off, and now it's still there. Well, if you can't see it, you can't. Uh-oh. I drop it. That's okay. I got a million of them. But anyway, yeah, I thought that was the Meatloaf guy. And I don't know anything about movies or music. That's so far beneath me. Just leave that razor blade there. And we're going to go back here. We're going to start back here. And I got another little thing to tell you. So I keep razor. There's one right there. When you cut your angle cuts on tile, Butterfingers, save the other side, your 45-degree cut for corners like this, because you can use them on the next window somewhere. All right, let's get a bearing on that again. I know it seems kind of crazy for me to obsess about this, but it's time to do something. Okay, and there's what it looks like inside. Sure is messy, isn't it? Well, I don't care. So, see, I got all that wire down there. It looks like it's got ice cream on it, but that's okay. So there's my screen I put in. Listen to that. Sounds like a drum, don't I? Got her tight. there's how bad that outlet looks right there. I know, I'm coming. And we're going to fix that up here in a minute. Not quite sure how I'm going to cut that tile. I'm just going to probably just... the one thing I hate to do, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, is I don't really... And this tile is not very good. It's good, it's just brittle. There's our remainder of that mountain gladiola there. So, just turn that off, okay? I don't like cutting tile. Where did it all go? I don't like cutting tile long ways because there it is down here. This tile especially, because it just breaks. So there's two angles, and see, there's your bottom right, and there is your nothing. Maybe either one of those could be bottom right. Okay, and we're just going to go straight up. But this tile, I got to tell you, I don't. Maybe I'll cut it in half this way. Let me get one of the outlet covers down, and we'll just work around it that way and glue it up and get this looking better. So I got to hop up there and open that window so I can get a little cross flow ventilation here. Say all the heat's going to go right out them windows because it's up on the ceiling. Heat rises, as we all know. So that'll be nice. And I can listen to the rain. There's the hummingbirds. Like I say, they love the hammock. Look at that. There's two right there. And they love relaxing on the hammock there. So, yeah, it's tempting to put another feeder out there, but I'm not going to do it. They're having a little chat. Oh, yeah. I'm top critter around here. They're top critter until the skunks come, and skunks top critter. Gotta have a gimmick. See, all I gotta do now is hit that and push this over. Cross flow. And there's the ugliness out there that you can't see. So those two, what would not really be scrap, but see, one goes here, one goes here. That's left over from the front window. We're at the back window now. So if you cut this one that way, from there to there, you end up with this piece that can go here, and this piece can go here. How cool is that? And waste goes way, way down when you learn a couple of simple practices. And I hardly ever take tile back, but I do sometimes. Depends on how much of it I got and how messed up it is. So here's my outlet from up there. So now I can, so let's turn this one over to remind me I need to cut that one. So now we're going to make some kind of frame around this thing. I don't know. We'll have to see how all that works out. This is a good time to go get the scraps from around your tile cutter and see what you got there. So maybe later today I can hang this, but I doubt it because there's not enough time. And I didn't really go into why I used this construction adhesive. Excuse me. Pollen. It's because this was on clearance for $5, a whole pack of them. So generally it's $12 for the little kind of tubes. So, and the 375 is plenty good enough to hold. There's no stress on this, and it's just heavy duty right there on it. So anyway, I've got 3 of these for $15. I mean, holy cow! I mean, who could argue with that? That's just really good. So yeah, I better get a drink of coffee here. Well, once again, it got to the end and it broke off this tip. So what I'm going to do here is, I got the Gorilla Super Glue. So we're going to just get my little marker, done just as long as it's dark. And we're going to, here, I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to hold it. Do it. Just get your marker and just sort of darken that corner there. See, now it's dark. It don't, Dark blue's fine. Nobody's going to see it from there. Let me move this up a little bit. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit of little dabble do you here. Make sure you got the right thing. So just a little dab of super glue. Put the cap right back on it. It don't cure like it used to. It don't cure as fast as it used to. So then you okay, you just sort of stick it on there. And then you just hit it with some zip kicker. And then there you go. Okay, it's very, very simple. Let's get a little bit more. Because super glue is just sort of made for stuff like this. Super glue, I think the history of it was developed by the Russians, wasn't it, for sutures or something? And that's why it bonds skin so quickly. Okay, so now we have that going for us. Okay, so I've got it glued on there, and all you got to do is just give it a little dabble do you, and that's it. Don't let that, we're talking stinky. So see, you'd never notice that, and that's just dust there. So now we got a nice sharp corner. I might get the pliers and nip off that little tab. There's a little tab right there. Just nip that off once that cures. Let that, even though zip quickers quick, you need to let it sit for a few minutes. So here we go with this. I've got all my scraps in here, and this is going to be the surround for the outlet. So you might need a longer, I think that's 632, I don't know what the thread is, but here's the original one. I don't think that's going to be long enough. And once again, you can just get your blue pen out and put a dot on it or something, or just make it black. So I got to put this up here so I can measure between here and here on the outlet to cut whatever scrap I'm going to use. Probably this one, I don't know. Looks like I got plenty of distance there. So I have to go up there. That does not need to be involved. So what we do is we're just going to put it just like, remember that outlet's hot, just like that, and then we'll figure out the top and bottom pieces. So when you cut this stuff, I cut the piece in half, and of course it chipped a little bit, but that's okay. Right at the end, you want the factory side down. Looks a little nicer, and then you can have the ugly stuff going up. Maybe the gnats will see it, but that'll be about the extent of it. So let's go up there and figure out this piece and this piece here. So I held my pieces on both sides of this thing, and I made my little pencil marks so we can measure those now and know what we need to cut. Remember, the outlet is on, so if it touches this, so it looks like 1.5 inches ought to do it. Yeah, I think 1.5 inches is going to be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. We can start. Now you can also, that's one of my favorite things. It actually holds automatically. Pretty cool. So we'll be covering up a bunch of mess here, and that'll be good. And you can use the plate to actually hold the tiles in place if this were flat, and it's really not very flat. But like I say, it's going to be angled. I had trouble putting that box in, so I kind of let it angle toward this way a little bit, and so that's okay. Just put something behind it, it'll be fine, and won't hurt a thing. But you won't notice it because it is angled towards you. I want to put this stuff in so I can hang my shelf later tonight, maybe, if I'm lucky. Let's go do that right now too. Okay, so everything's ready to go. Okay, well I got that done there, and I got this done here so I can hang the shelf later. But it's noon now, and that's gonna look fine. Kind of wanted to practice on this one before I did the front one. Now I know kind of what to expect. I basically only got 2 pieces of tile left to cut. But let's just back off that for a second. And I almost forgot. We can take this out of here. Now, I guess we could, couldn't we? Yep. And get this screen out of here because I already have a screen. There you go. And grab it right by its little thing. And alright, the trials and tribulations because of the all the wire back there. Oh boy, that helps. That really does help. I could get the flipping thing out of there. Well, we'll get it out in a second. Okay, alright, I got it finagled around to get it out of there. So there it is, and that opens up a little bit more air to come through here. A little brighter. That's got color to it, that screen. The screen up there is just plain screen, just plain old aluminum screen. So, ooh, boy, I can feel, I'm standing right there, I can feel the air coming out even better. All right, so I might do something about that black hole up there. I got some caulk or something. That kind of off-puts you a little bit. There's a knot right there. You can see that black dot right there. Well, now's the time to do nothing except eat. Noon on the dot. Okay. I've done so much. I found this eyelet actually on the floor of the garage. It's sitting back at the back door, so that's gonna hold those for the blinds. I've got these blinds here. Okay. And the window's open. I made my parcel tray. Thinking car stuff. That's gonna hold this fan. I don't need to do that now, but I've been working, finish the tile, and we're just gonna wait till tomorrow, finish the outlet. So that's gonna be great. And I don't mind that that block's a little light, because this is the back of the house. So cool. Well, speaking of cool, oh, I can't talk about that. I forgot. I wanted to. I don't think I'm weak, but I got another project, but I'm not going to be able to share it with you. It's all. So yeah, that's the fan. I run the fan to dry the dishes. So got a piece of horsey fat in there. It's good enough for Jehovah. Okay, so we will end here for tonight, and we will start in the morning. But that's just about enough. It's just hours and hours of work to do this. But I had to make. Oh, you see those pieces of wood there? I put those. That was scrap, and I put it back there. You can see, to hold the blinds out from the way the transom windows protrude. So that's the way that goes. Okay, what fun. Everybody's going to do your own thing. I'm just offering ideas, and you know, just try to keep thinking, try to keep evolving, try to do something. What fun. And but the horsey fat has a certain kind of a smell to it. See, that window over there is open, and so we've got a nice little cross through on the high side. We're on the good side of the Great Wall. Let's finish this up today. What do you say? Let's paint that and do the siding around it. Let's stop this. Okay, that's done. Oh, didn't take me very long. I know that white looks a little weird, but that's okay. I need it there. So that's all it is. It's just what that is. So let's go in there and finish up some other stuff. And I think I need to bring a broom out here. Well, that's that old color. It's that old black magic. It's that old color that was in here. Oh God, ugh, skitty. And so there's going to be a door right here very soon, because we're going to put a bathroom out here. So I got to do some wrecking out here. I never dreamed this was going to happen. So I'm going to pull these tiles up. However hard that is, it won't be. Going to take this out. I've used it one time in about 2 or 3 years, and we're going to close this in. We're going to put a space heater in here. I'm not going to run forced air or anything like that, so don't have to worry about forced air. So I got a heater. Plumbing's going to be a breeze. I don't want to go out there because it's muddy. It's been raining, but the septic line is like 2 feet down underneath here. I got hot and cold water right there. I'm just going to plumb them across here and put like a little step right here, and hot and cold, and tee it off. And I got a little sink coming, and toilet's going to be here, door's going to be there, and we're going to have a nice little half bath. So 2x4s, some 4x4s, some insulation, and all that stuff. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a fun day. Days, or lots of days. Electricity. Electricity's easy. It's right here. There's an outlet and all that stuff right there. Now I know that space heater is going to pull a little amperage, but there's nothing here. There's nothing on this circuit hardly. A couple of lights, and who plugs into that? I mean, it's right here in the door. I guess I had to put it there by code. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. Just a little 110 thing, and it has kind of a super little surprise about it. So make use of this. I've already started demolition, so we'll see how this goes. Now I'm going to leave this here. I thought about knocking this out. I don't know. I think this will be an alcove, see, a vestibule or whatever you want to call it, a space between here and there. And I'm going to put a window in here. There'll be 2 windows out there. This is going to be a 24-inch door, so it's not going to be very big. I've already kind of messed around with. That's hollow. That's solid. So it's going to be. I got plenty of room. It's like 5.5 by 5 or so, and I've got a special treat coming for the ceiling. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So. I'm glad I got that new recip saw. This is it. We're going to wrap this up. So we got the blinds up there. I had a tile fall, this one over here. I glued it back together with super glue. I don't care. And it's going to be wrapping it up. So I got that black silicone down there to hold the tiles up. But I guess it was just a little bit late. So, like I say, I got... oh, that goes here. So now we can drop that down, and it falls on that little shelf, see? And then I can pull on these, and see there's black on this side, and I turn that way, and that in the morning, in the evening, and we got fun. And so that is perfect. Got those as high up as I could get them. Look at that. How about that? So make sure there's no bugs or skeeters or stuff. So I finished all the trim work out here. It's all done. So okay, this one is 99.999% gold. Okay, so enough to finish out this video. So this one's done. We're going to go out here and then we're going to come back in. I'm going to show you the whole point of this, or one of the points of it. So there's still some light. So that's done up there. Got to mount that lamp up there, but that's okay. So all the siding's back up. We're all done back here. So what I wanted to do, my idea with these transom windows was to do this. Was to grab this, and you can point it either way. My little comfort zone fan. Okay, so we're up here. So here's my little shelf I built. So put that right there for me. And so you can open the window, and not worried about it breaking in. So there's that. You can hear the birds singing. We're going to look at the arrow. It's going that way. So now we can put this up here. And that right, I think it goes. I hurt my hand today pretty bad, but that's okay. So let's see. So now we're plugged in, and we can turn the fans on. And on a hot summer night, if you want to offer your throat to the wolf with the red roses, but you're cooking fish and you want the smell to get out, or you just kind of want to cool it off and not use air conditioning, this will get all the heat out. So that was the whole purpose, was to do this. Okay, so there you go. That's all there is to it. I gotta make sure that silicone's cured, and then I'm gonna black silicone everything in. It'll look good. And like I say, I got the blinds up as high as I could get them. So get your thumb up as high as you can get it. Take that, Erico. And give us a like and subscribe if you want to. Appreciate it if you do. Don't cost nothing, like they say. So let's turn everything off, make some kind of dinner. It's almost 9 o'clock. I do eat late. I eat late, I sleep late, and if you don't like it, I don't care. Too bad. I don't criticize anything you're doing. All right. Beautiful sky. Thanks for spending some time with me. This is a long one, but I'm all but done, and just a little bit of paint, a little bit of silicone, and that'll be the end of it. And then I can move. I got a great big project coming up, but I don't think I can share it with you. But it's a big one. Oh, big ain't the word for it. Bye-bye.